What's up? What's up? What is up? Man, dude, I went to bed early so I could wake up early. I've been up for a minute. I started working on some stuff, working on some designs, getting ready for this weekend. I have a lot of things planned. Also been planning my show, so we got a lot to talk about today. It's episode 17, so we've gotten this far. We're 4 days away. We're still at 17, but we got 4 days away from getting to 21. But we're moving now. You see? Do you see? Did you like the intro? What y'all think of the new intro? Put a little time into it, and I made sure I went over everything and cleared it all out, and just made sure I changed the song. And just want to do more of a motivational thing this morning. Because what up, Chair? What's up? Um, but yeah, I changed the song a little bit. I wanted to make a there's a difference now from when we first started doing this, getting online and doing the show to where we're at now. I was like, okay, we're gonna change it up. Let's do. We have time now. All right, I lost everybody. I have audio coming in. All right, good. Anyways, I was looking at everything and I was like, all right, what do I want to do with this show? This is turning into something. This is totally coming to life, and I am enjoying it and I'm loving it. So let's start making this show be more than just what it's supposed to be, right? Because it was to be get a job in my field. We're finding that the field, maybe honestly, I heard a quote this morning. I was listening to motivational video this morning, and I got my meditation in. I have a lot of energy because I was practicing my breathing, get it going, but have a lot of it's a lot of energy right now. I'm excited. Also, the Texas Frightmare weekend. This is a really good weekend to be at a convention. That's the one. That's pretty fun. Um, but I heard a quote that said, "You're not as good as you think you are, so show you are." And that's where kind of it was David Goggins, and I was like, you know what? I should put more motivation into this that I do and like I show. So like I do in My Manic Mondays, I usually have a motivational quote to start the show. I want to do this one too. He says, "Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when it's done." Well, you know, you do the other shows like for sure like shows 2 through like 18 got to I mean 2 through like 8 they got to be like a little figuring it out, right? And then somewhere between there we started picking momentum. Like I said, 14, 15, 16, it's a go. And now we're on day 17, so we could always look back at where we were at and where we're going. But I like where the future is headed. I like where this is what we're doing. And what do you call it? Yeah, I got some things. I got some deadlines I gotta meet, and I got some things I gotta do before I go. Right now, all morning too, I have actually been cleaning my house too, so it was kind of in a devastated state. So I would just be like, you know what, I gotta take some time to make sure I don't leave the house empty or gross or whatever. So I've been doing that. So I'm going back and forth between laundry, cleaning up certain things, getting ready for tonight. I would like to interview somebody if I can. So let's see. Well, if I can't interview like anybody, celebrities, interview people that are going to be there. So that'd be fun. Trying to figure out how to do that. But it's going to be a fast weekend for me as well. And I'm off today. I know my sales reps are upset, and I know they're pissed off because of the group text. I didn't read it. I was like, whatever. I could just tell. There's drop a couple f bombs in there. But yeah, my body feels good, my mind feels good, my heart feels good, everything feels good, and I think it's because I know what I have to do. I know where I'm going with this. I know what we have to do. I can't. I'm in this loop. I've been in like the same loop for like 4 years now. So it's like, all right, how do we level up? How do we upgrade? Yeah, I'm gonna show you. So let me add some stuff that I actually need to download this real quick. I was working on some ideas because if you don't think about it, it won't happen. So we have to manifest it. We have to think about what we're gonna do. Um, Hold on, let me change this real quick. We gotta think about. Oh, you know what? I did this already. I just did it wrong. Here we go. Sorry, I should have had this prepared. I just thought I did, but I downloaded the wrong. All right, give it a second. Um, all right, cool. It's downloading. So I was like, you know what? We gotta like. There we go. Here we go. These are the PNGs I wanted. All right, I got some stuff to show. All right, so I was just going through Canva and I was like, all right, I'm gonna save myself time and not try to like beat myself up and try to do everything by hand and everything because it's times my friend right now, but I gotta work on it. I gotta work faster. I gotta work more efficient. I gotta work better. So that's all cleaning everything up and doing everything ahead of time, or when I have some downtime, just focusing on it. focusing on what we got to do. Oh, what did I do? Sorry, wrong one. Let me close this. See, trying to do too many things at once. That's something I'm not really good. I'm good at multitasking, but I just rather have everything prepped and then kind of go through a state of fluidness. Here we go. But these two are here. All right, cool. All right, so this is what I was saying. Planting seeds. We're learning how to wake up every day, motivate ourselves to do to get our job done. I'm basically I have to like try to do as much as I can from this morning till basically Sunday night. I go back to work Monday, and I'm really dreading it a lot. And that's the we're getting down to day 21 already, and that'll be like what are we doing? We're doing a stream show. What are we doing? Because I also got to, like I said, like I got to show what I can do. So as I'm working on like, all right, we're manifesting something, right? I kind of have two angles I go at this, so I just want to make sure I go the right angle, but there is no right angle, so I'm just gonna pick what I've been talking about. So this is at the Texas Frightmare at the convention. I'm gonna do a lot of like with my business cards and everything. I'm not really gonna hang out physical things. I'm gonna do all digital media. I'm gonna have the iPad there and just have a QR code and have people just go up to it and scan it, and it'll bring them to the video store. Kind of putting it all together. This is going to be everything that this is going to be a actual just a it's what we're talking about. My Manic Movies, the video store. I just put a sketch comedy experience because I actually have show ideas I want to run on this, and we're going to open it, launch it on the 1st of June. So we'll just see what goes on, because I've been doing podcasting for already a month now with people that have been taking risk on their creativity. I've hung out with two filmmakers. I've hung out with a YouTuber, and with over 3 million followers, and I just see them really throwing it out there and just putting it all on the line, and I'm like, man, here I am listening to them, talking to them, and I'm bringing this back with me. This is a shared experience I have. But what do I bring? So when I talk about what can I bring, what can I do, like I got to show what I can do, right? I have very little network, very little following. I got the boys following me. That's cool. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna get us there, guys. But I got to throw it out there first. So it's like, what is he doing? What's going on? All right, we're starting an online business. We're doing a video store, because if I can't find what I'm doing, what I'm throwing out there, I got to create it. We got to make it happen. And the more we talk about it, the more we put time into it, the more it's going to exist. So that being said, I want to have an actual, like, just where we can just have an experience where people can watch a movie and want to talk about it, or if people want to make movies, we can make them. So I was like, all right, a lot of the stuff I have here is always about like upgrading or like about characters. Like even like we're talking about this, the X-Men animated art. I use this to kind of as a reference, like, oh, this is how they got started, because I want to do a show, and I'm like, I got to get started now. Like my good bud Joel Viejo says. I learned this quote from him, which I've learned many good things from that guy. But he said, "When's the best time to plant a tree? Yesterday. When's the second best time to plant a tree? Now." So he's right. It's like everything goes back to gardening and harvesting and everything, and what you're putting your time into. Because also like this whole self-image thing, I've been looking at myself and wondering, I think I do need to fix this. I think I do need to kind of personify a little bit more. I don't know, maturity or wisdom, but at least experience. Because even when I look at myself do stand up, I don't judge myself, but I just look at it like, am I getting my point across, or what am I doing? Like I'm just talking. I'm learning how to tell jokes. That was my whole thing with stand up. I'm just gonna learn the basics. But what I found out is I've been doing that is I'm learning confidence, which is great. But I'm also learning how to bomb. Like I don't want to bomb, but it don't feel good. It don't feel good, man. Bombing is it's experience. So I'm already at 17th consecutive Mondays of doing stand up, and that's this coming up Monday. And man, it's like I have some jokes. Oh, I wrote 3 jokes this morning. One of them is very offensive, so I don't want to say it. And then the other one is kind of like still, the other two are in the infancies, but I want to try to like get these jokes going for Monday. I want to have a good solid 7 jokes to tell. So what I like to do is write 10 jokes and then work on 7 of them, like real good, and just have the other 3 that just for time filler. And then just kind of work, because I started with just doing 10 jokes, and then I was like, just write what do you think are jokes. And then now I kind of started going up there and riffing a lot, just to kind of feel, trying to do. I'm not good at crowd work. It's really hard for me to do crowd work. I got to work on that. That comes with time though, but also that comes with a crowd, because I'm in an audience full of comedians or open micers. So it's like you're just kind of talking to your friends in a way, or so you want to like talk to the non comics that are in there. So I'm learning that. So you learn to the people that show up and want to be like part of the um part of the experience, and maybe they'll talk, maybe they won't. That's why Bob is always good. We got our senior resident Bob. He always shows up every Monday for stand up. He wants me to get a sign for them. So he says if we have a sign that says open mic in the back, more people would go to the back instead of staying in the front of the bar. So we're like this little Woodrow's thing. So it's just like a small little bar and like a big old patio in the back. But like if it rains, we'll get rained out. So, but I mean, we did comedy the other day when it was raining, and we just all of us got into. I got to show you. All of us got into the shed. That was funny. There's a little shed here. But enough about bombing. I'll get back to you. I'll get to that photo later. It's funny when we were doing stand up. Yeah, it just happens. You just keep doing your thing. Here, I'll show you real quick. So I'll get back to what I was going to talk about with the X-Men. But yeah, like I mean, I'm learning that, and this show is kind of like kind of showing me too. It's you're gonna bomb with some episodes, and you got to fill them in, and you got to get ready. Because even last night, I woke up and I was like, I'm good to go, man. I'm excited because it's convention season's on upon us, and I gotta try to figure out a way to hustle without breaking my body and without it like beating me up because yeah, I'm getting a little bit too beat up here for the job I currently have, and I'm trying to work through it, but it's not doing me any justice. My hip is hurting, so I got to work on that. No, I'm just complaining. But what I'm trying to say is, convention season does get a little pricey, and I don't need to get everybody. This is more now for me. Like I said the other day, this is more for me to practice. I mean, to grow this business, to grow my ideas, to grow what I need to do. I wanna make sure I'm put myself in everything that I do. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look for this photo. It takes this distracting me. Um, but it's funny. We're just all in the little shed. We're all stuck there. But let's see. Tell the bad joke. Tell the bad joke. No, no, no. I do have. I'll tell you my good joke. Do you want to hear my? Do you want to hear my one good joke? I guess I have like two jokes. And then since I hang out in the gay community a lot, I got kind of offensive gay jokes I can't say. So they're kind of molding them for me. My friends are. Do you want to hear my one joke? I do. I figured out how to. I think it took me. Well, I took a class, but before I took the class, I kind of got it at the beginning of the class. So I'll say this joke took me 8 attempts to get. But here's my joke. I got 5 people watching. All right, here's CJ Robles' joke. This is the best I can do as I cleaned it up so far. Recently went to a high school reunion. Decided to confront my bullies. Turns out my parents are doing okay. Gazing. What do you think about that, Jared? Yeah, no, the other bad joke I wrote, no, they're too bad. That one is my joke. That's the CJ Robles number uno original. So y'all got y'all got that there. So when you hear that joke, I'll say it next recording and I'll put it out there and see what I want to do with the crowd. I want to see how it goes. Maybe I'll go up north on Tuesday or something. We'll see. This is gonna be. I'm manifesting this. Everybody I got some new viewers in, so we're just talking about the video store that I'm making. So it's gonna be a retail store, online store with some sketch comedy involved in it. Let's see what say. Let's see. That's funny. Thank you, thank you. See, working on it. Still an open micer. I got one joke. I got another joke, but even like silly ones, like my son and I. My son, they caught my son telling jokes at school. Like, he was telling his friends jokes, and I man, they mimic us like crazy. Um, even that just passed at the party, he got upset with a kid, and he reprimanded him like it was me. And I was like, "Damn it, I can't." I was like, looked all funny, but I wrote a joke with him, and he likes the humpback whales. He likes the blue whale because it's the biggest creature. But I was like, all right, humpback whales, and I started thinking. I go, hey, what? I go, let's make a humpback joke, a humpback whale joke, and I go, hey, what did the camel say to the humpback whale? Where your humps, bro? And then he hits me back with it like, this is one I heard in Mexico. I'd always hear this joke when I was little, and I didn't hear it in Spanish, but he told it to me in English. He told me, "Hey, Dad, what did nothing say to nothing?" Well, nothing. That's what he just told me that one. I was like, oh my gosh. So I'll work on that. And right now, my jokes have to stay at PG level because I have to be a PG dad because I have a little one. And if, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble for cussing around him because I did grow up with a mom that had like a mouth as a sailor, but in her business and her field, I understand why. But it rubbed off on her children. So we do cuss a lot. But I don't want that to be the issue. So if you ever hear my son cussing, he didn't get it from me, got it from his mother. If he starts cussing in Japanese, then we have a problem. Hey, that's another joke I'm working on. It's a little bit more comfortable on stage than here, I guess. But yeah, so that yeah, just yeah, I don't like cuss at my kid or anything. I just gotta look at him like I'm just gonna give him the. I thought you would do better. I thought you would do better, or I didn't expect this from you. You know, even a oh well, that's what a bad kid does. I'm not a bad kid. That's not what a bad kid. That's what a bad kid would do. That's what I'm like, Mom. What does a bad kid do? Oh, that's what bad kids do. Oh no, I did a bad kid thing. So I'm like, I hate the reverse psychology thing, but it works. It works a little bit better than me being like, that doesn't help at all. So I just stay calm. And that way I could do it also too. Then when you have employees and you're dealing with customer service, like waiting tables, man, that really breaks you. I always hear people say you should wait tables at least once in your life. I don't think so. I don't think you have to do that. I think if you're having trouble with like yourself or you're having trouble communicating, I think you wait tables. I think that's when you're like, all right, I'm having because I just did it because I was like, oh my god, I'm getting paid to like be a dumbass. All right, I can do this. Just don't mess up the orders. That's it. I was very proudful of having like 100% hit. Like I never messed up. And if I did mess up, I catch it. Or if somebody screwed me over, like grab the wrong plates. The I was so good with the kitchen staff. They'd be like, "Hey, we saw that. Hold on, here you go." I'd be like, "Oh my god, thank you." You know, I'd always take care of my staff and buy them stuff. But man, they like the Monster. I was like, "Oh, you guys gross me out." But here's Monster energy drinks for all of you. It's just, but that's just like I want to always like make sure you're in a good calm mind. And that's once those busters when I had those moments where those busters would be like they would tell me like they'd freak out because they'd be like, it's chaotic here and you're so calm. That means you might be really crazy. I go, yeah, I grew up around this. And I'd be like, I'm used to it. So it was just like I just remember two busters being like, how do you do this? And they're like, I guess maybe high school kids or not. They were like 19, 20. Because even Miles when he started, Miles Randalls when he started, he was 19, and that guy we broke him in. He did good. He did end up being good. Like I could only imagine how awkward that guy would be if he didn't work with us, because we make him, we create them, we mold them there. That's how you create personalities and people that are like struggling awkwardly, and then you work at a restaurant. You'll definitely you might come out with an addiction, but it's okay. You can use it down the line. Just joking, I'm joking. But no, I think working at a restaurant also like it helps you out. You also want to learn Spanish, just kitchen Spanish. That's actually easy to get around with Spanish. I would recommend that. A lot of people are like, "How do I learn?" CJ, how do I learn? I go, just work at a restaurant. They're gonna have the back of the house. They're gonna speak Spanish. Learn the respect. Learn that you gotta go on top of a mountain. You gotta battle them. You gotta earn the respect. Drink the blood of a goat, and then it's not that hard. And then you got to come back down and fertile the land. No, I'm joking. Just start making friends, and then you're just like it'll be easier for you to learn Spanish. I don't know. I always get confused with some of the areas I would work in because it was like high end, like high end food and environment, but not high end like staff or not high end like clients. So I was like, well, this is trippy. So it really opened up my eyes. Like it's all the facade for the most part with people with money. But whatever. I mean, not everybody's like that. I just my experience. But the reason I was bringing this up is because we have character we build up, right? In creation and idea. So we like look at this, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's like we have characters to build. We start off here to get to here to get. So that's what we're doing right now. We're working on the me. One thing I will say about this is I'm learning more and more how to narrow down what I'm doing, how to clean up what I'm doing, because I have people now coming in that are hanging out with me every morning. So if y'all are going to put the time in, I want to make sure it's worth your time. And I am doing content creating. So we're working two ends of this. At all, any times, feel free to question me, ask me anything what I'm doing. Maybe if I come across like too out of place, or if it's too wild, can't keep up, let me know. But for the most part, we're just going on this journey. Like this weekend, I'm just going to Dallas. It's not too far from me, and I'm going to be I'm going to a Texas Frightmare convention, and I'm going to be trying to get content for the video store, trying to bring back stuff for us so we can talk about it, make ideas, grow. I want to know where people like the psychology behind it is. I want to know where people come up with the ideas of things, but also I want to know what the fans. Like some people are going to come up with some really good costumes, and I want to get photos, and I want to get behind as much behind the scenes. And I want to ask them how long it took, because a lot of people put a lot of time into this art. This is art by now, by chance. Like this is very, very, very good art. So if anything, I want to do, if I want to talk about my environment, I could, we can I would like to talk about work, but it's like boring. Who wants to talk about work? We get like make fun of it, right? So this could be the one place I like to do it. And this takes a lot of my experience. And plus I have retail experience, like from like working at the Gap company and all that for a couple of years, but I think more of just the interactions at these stores, if anything, are funny. And I remember I loved all my interactions at Vulcan Video. There was a video store in Austin forever, and iHeart Video. I used to love. I didn't go in there enough. I always felt not worthy. It was like, we're not worthy. I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna get quizzed, or I don't know. I think I know movies, but I really don't. I watched all the mainstream stuff. What's all this B stuff I missed out on? I used to watch all the B stuff as a kid, but I kind of got what's going on with me. So you start figuring out like even like for my bookshelf, I had Omar here last Saturday. I told that for my movie collection, I go, dude, you could literally pick something and I can tell you a story about it because I've been bringing stuff back. I have collectibles. I have things to talk about. So I want to talk about more stuff. And that being all said, I was like looking at these characters and I was like, well, let's level me up. Let's do this is where I'm at right now because I was creating this morning. So I actually had to pause creating to do this show. So maybe that's why I'm all kind of woohoo. But check this out. We're doing My Manic Movies video store. Let's make some movies. CJ Robles, owner and operator. Skills, intelligence. I was gonna put it like the trading cards, but I actually have to give myself a high level because I am the creator. So this is where this photo was taken in Red Bank, New Jersey, and at the home of the shared universe where Ming Chang actually took that photo of me. I did a podcast at his studio, and he's got a great like that's where I get my ideas from too. Right? When I go visit other people's studios, I've visited about 4 or 5 other people's podcast studios, and I start seeing how they create their stuff and what they do and what makes them happy and how they enjoy what they do. And I'm like, all right, I know, reality is fun and all, but I like to escape and have fun. So I was like, this will become like my trading card, and the like I need content for this video store as well. So I'm gonna have a lot of stuff I've already created, already on my YouTube and the movies I made. But then I'm also gonna be able to put because my CJ Robles is gonna be like my calling card, my resume, it's basically my Instagram, just a little bit more interactive. Um, and you could purchase things or whatever. But then the video store I wanted to be like hours and operations, just kind of really bring this thing to life. I think with a little bit of time and a little bit of following and maybe some sponsors and some investors, we can bring this to life. But I want to do all the skills and what the owner can do. Basically, it's the mockery of I'm gonna have with me. This is me. So I want to create an actual character that's I play inside of the store. So we'll do stuff like I want to do stuff like this where we have fun stuff, and then I want to do contests and stuff like that. Like I've when I go to these conventions, I immerse myself in them. I go all in. Like I sign up for the classes. I do the panels. I didn't do that at first. And then I started realizing I was missing out on all this like beautiful like history or just content or just ideas, like ideations, like conversations. I'm missing out on all of them by not doing that. So now I've slowed down. I was very, very, very fanboy at first because I wanted to kind of just get it all out, and then now I'm trying to level up and move up to be from a fanboy to a creator. I can create. I've always been a creator, so I'm now trying to figure out what kind of creator am I. You could do all these skills and all these levels, but if I can't sell myself, what's the point, right? So the beautiful advice I got years ago was if you're gonna start when you're gonna get into this business, you better just work for yourself and start creating your own things. I didn't get it until I started to realize I was like, oh, when people want you to work for them, you got to really show that you can work for them. And if I can't even work for myself and I can't hire myself, then that's an issue. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do that, right? So that's what we're doing. Day 17, we're grinding, we're moving along. I didn't even realize 25 minutes has already passed by. This is going by fast for me now. So now I'm speeding through. Like I basically can teleport. So that's one of my key skills at CJ Robles is I can teleport. As long as there's Wi-Fi, I'm tethered. But as long as there's Wi-Fi, I can teleport. Um, I'm also a timekeeper, right? So that's a thing of I would break this character up. Likes graphic designs, likes anime, likes cartoons, likes comedies. let's build our character up. Like, what do we see when we see ourselves? What I want people to know about me, When I hear a motivational speech and it says, or motivational video and it says, we need people to know that when we think movies, we think CJ Robles, we think CJ. We think, oh, CJ, we got a movie question. And it's like, I may not know the answer and I may not have seen the movie, but I know people that do. And I know people that want to talk about it. So let's talk about it. Or I like to be a fly on the wall sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to go back and watch all of the, what do you call it? What horror movies are there? I can't remember what they're called. There's a whole franchise right now where I'm like, I really don't want to watch every movie, but I like when people talk about them. I like when people like put on the wall, and this is Annabelle, I guess is what it's called. I haven't seen those, but I need to catch up with modern horror movies. I need to know. I can't just stick with the classics because they're gonna pass us by, and then it's gonna be stuck in the past, and I don't want to get stuck. Like X-Men says, you don't want to be passed on by the future. So we're gonna figure this out, right? But also a lot of things I like doing is comedy. I like doing stand up and all that. So I would like to also incorporate that when CJ's around. Me, myself, talking to myself in the third person, I feel weird. When I'm around, um, we can talk about other things. So when I'm the other guy, which I hate, this is the name I have for years and I hate it, but I think I'm just going to stick with it because it's called My Manic Movies. And I think one of the employees there should be called My Manic or Manic Mike. I don't know, think of a better name, but that's kind of the character I was thinking of playing. And he'll just be like a manager. And then Ty Gwynn will play Charlie Wang, and he's going to be an assistant manager. So there's a bunch of, this is going to be a parody. I've been thinking about this for a while. It's going to be a parody of like work and play, and definitely going to have like some moments where characters will interact and do what they have, customer service. If y'all have any complaints about y'all's jobs, just let me know. Put them in here, or email me, or hit me up on IG, and we'll incorporate them in the show. We'll figure out how to do this because this would be. I was thinking this would be kind of like The Office meets like, man, it's always got to be absurd, something absurd. So like my show Taco Nation, the one I've been secretly working on underground. That one is a show it's called Taco Nation, Everything But Tacos. Think Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Power Rangers, and Seinfeld. This one would be think more like The Office meets. I need a wacky show and a comedy, but like I want it to be like more just observe. I'd be like, put it this way: it'd be The Office meets MTV. There you go. Meets MTV meets Modern Family kind of thing. So that'd be kind of this idea, this show idea. Because also, dude, we're going for it. Because I can't just be like, hey, I can be on your set and I can help you out here. I can hold the mic. No, I'm going for it. Like, I'm a creator. I know how to create. So we're gonna reach for it. I saw Kane Hodder is gonna be at Fright Night, Texas. Cool. Chainsaw Massacre turns 50 this year. I saw a lot of them there to this weekend. Exciting time. Yeah. Hey, I think that's what I've been contemplating. They got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I'm cool with those guys. They're my homies, and they got the cast, the 50th. I think I'm just gonna spread and just spend the money on that. It's not even that much. I mean, I know it's 150 is for a lot, but I'm like, for what they're giving you and what you're getting, $150 for all them plus tax, probably $172, something like that. Oh man, it's gonna be a bullet to buy it. I do have a very small budget, and I'm thinking about getting them. Like I said, I'm going for David Arquette, Lynn Shay, and Dee Wallace. Those are like my three main ones, and then Peter Dante. So those are the ones I really want to go. Oh no, did I say it right? No. God, did I miss his name up? Because Peter Dante is like my other friend. How am I messing this up? But yeah, no, they're cool, man. That's cool. You went to a convention. Sure, yeah, I love conventions, man. They helped me figure out who I was and who I am and who I'm going, where I'm doing with what I'm doing with this. Joe Dante, Peter Dante is the I was like Joe Dante. Also Eli Roth, but he's pricey, man. He's $100. I don't know if I can splurge that. I don't know if I want to go through that. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is cool. I believe so. Let's find out. I think so. She's the first. Yeah. Let's see. Her top 4 movies are E.T., The Howling, Cujo, and Critters. That's what I'm gonna go see her for. Let's go all the way down to 2007. And actually, IMDb on the laptop on the hardware is different than the phone, and they're all different. But this one's really phone. Let's see. Let's just go down. Yeah, Cynthia Stroud. She is in it. Yep. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So let's see. Let's talk about it real quick. This is Frightmare. Yeah, dude. Basically, I need to take a photo with Kane Hodder and Oh, let me show you this. I got something for you. Then check this out. I got to take a photo with Sean Cunningham and Kane Hodder. Like the Scream, I need to get Neve Campbell. Like I need to get it. Like it's gonna be one of those where I had the two or three opportunities I've had around her. I just there's no way her Matthew Lillard, Skeet Ulrich, forget about it. You can get Jamie Kennedy real easy. You gotta have a conversation with him if you want to have one with him. But I'm not putting him down or anything. But just like he's easier to get a hold of. Like the other ones are just it's insane. Matthew Lillard for sure. He has all those. He has all his like photos off sold out for like Saturday, and I'm like, dude, that's insane that he does that. Like people will like, all right, let's see where are we at. I should be editing this thing right now. Yeah, because I want to go digital with everything. Oh, here's an original My Manic Movies. What do you call it? Idea. This one is. Let me download this one real quick. I can show you where it all started. All right, let's see. But I have an interview with Kane Hodder, John D. LeMay, um, Sean Cunningham, and DJ. I forgot his last name. Where's my interview at? Yeah, I can't find it. I have to go through conventions, all this stuff. But no, I have to show you later. I have to just post it on IG. But I interviewed them because I had a question and I needed to get answered. It was foolish. I asked it on Side by Side. I asked a silly question. I said, I don't think Jason Voorhees can fight. And you never see him. He just kind of creeps up on people. He hits like, I mean, in the sixth, or there's this, no, no, the fourth one, he literally, like, there's a lady, like a girl, like getting a bike and it's a shadow death, but he literally impels her with like a flagpole, but it's like, she's not even paying attention at all. Like he just, and it's just like, man, like he doesn't fight anybody. Like, and then the one guy he does fight is, and then Jason goes to hell. He fights Steven, and then Steven, the nerd, kicks his ass. And then, which I know I was, but when I interviewed all of them, I um, I was like, can Jason Voorhees fight? And they were like, oh, this guy really asked me this question. Like all of them were like, I was like, oh man, but I have it. I need to get all this stuff. It's already getting old now because this is like 3 years ago. I didn't. I just got it for myself. For when I got older, I was like, I'd like to show my son these interviews. I just didn't know that they were gonna be like people want to see them. I was just like, okay, I miss doing conventions. I miss we got shut down, and I just found out about him. Or not found out. It's funny. VC Dupree, sorry, he plays Julius. Um, so I have interviews with them. I even asked them, even as I had a good conversation with VC Dupree. He was cool. Kane, I had a good time with Kane. Kane was a cool story too, because when Kane, I saw him online, and then the next Frightmare, he was the headliner, and I was there with actually my buddy Gabriel, and Gabe knows him very well, so we got to hang out with like Kane Hodder, just shoot the shit, small talk and stuff. But he remembered me from the interview, and I had told him in the interview, you'll see it, and he'll say, I told him, when I see you, because my favorite top three devs from Friday the 13th are the number one is okay. So number three, how did I do this last time? Because Kane Hodder's favorite one, it's the number 7. But I like the sheriff getting number 6, the sheriff getting folded backwards. I thought that was very unique. I said that one, and then I forgot. I think I have a bunch of number 3s, but well, I like that death. The one I like was also too in part 7, Benjamin, the guy that him and his girlfriend are in the van. There's a extended death scene where it shows, because you in the horror movie, I mean in the release version and the edited version, you see just a close up of Jason and you just hear him crush his head. But I remember the very first time I saw that movie, I remember him getting his head crushed, like it actually being smushed. And then later on, you find out there is an outtakes, and I was like, I remember that. I remember all those years watching that. I was like, did the Mandela effect or nothing? And then they pull him out. But anyways, I told him I like that head crush is my favorite death. And then he goes, all right, when I see you, I'm gonna crush your head. And then when we saw him at Texas Frightmare, Gabe goes, "Hey King, what's up?" And King goes, "Oh, hey Gabe." And he looks at me and he goes, "Wait a minute, I know you." And he goes, "I'm gonna crush your head." And I was like, "Oh shit!" So I also have a photo here with Kane Hodder. He's going as Victor Crowley this year, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And Aaron Green, that's who I also want to meet. I want to meet filmmaker Aaron Green. I want to interview him. If I can interview him, like, cause he's easy to talk to. He also owns a comic book store. Now, a comic book store and a video store, I want to say very similar, or maybe one and the same, with just different medias, or now maybe now blended. I don't know, but I will find out. But I want to talk. I need to do some research right now before I leave. I need to talk to him because I'm not leaving for another like couple hours, and I'm only going to be gone for a little bit. Like I'm debating, unless I really, someone tells me like, hey, we're gonna do an interview tonight or Saturday night, or I don't know. I got too many things on the plate, and also got to write. Oh, that's what I want. So before we forget, we got to talk about Electrónico Fantástico because we're gonna do that show in 1 week. So we're also gonna show I'm gonna show you the build up of what it takes to be in a production for stage production. It's kind of like a movie, but it's gonna be only shot once. So CJ Robles presents Electrónico Fantástico, Spanglish en Vivo. Sketch, it's video, sketch, comedy. Sorry. Video, sketch, stand-up, and improv comedy. Friday, May 24th, 7 p.m. Tickets at falloutcomedy.com. And you could reach them at Fallout Comedy ATX. Sorry, that's where I work. Those are my other jobs. Technically, this is my third job now. And my third job was freelance, but I paused it so I could focus more on myself. But basically, I'm going to bring you through with me starting Monday. We're going to start going through how we're doing, because I already asked 4 comedians, and I got to confirm one, and that's really cool. And this is a big YouTuber. I started following him because we interviewed him almost a month ago. Ty Gwynn, one of my buddies, I'm a co-host on his podcast called Wait, That Didn't Kill Me. And I asked him because he's doing stand-up now, JP Lambies, and he's gonna be on the show. So he's gonna do 10 minutes stand-up. So I'm looking forward to that. He's got a bunch of energy. He's got a bunch of crazy ideas. I have to give him a shout out on here because man, he's doing some cool things right now. He's got a lot of subscribers too. So being around someone like that, learning from them, learning how they do that is kind of, to me, it's like it's more valuable than any time right now taking a class or working for a company or or interning. I'm sorry, that's what I want to say. I think this would be a better, and me doing my own internship, because even at that, I could just turn around right now and someone else can tell me, how did you get started doing that? It's like, you don't want to watch all these videos. I can show you now. I can cut it down for you and tell you, like, this is what you're gonna do. This is a journey. This is a self-improvement for me, and I thank you all for hanging out with me. Y'all are like, whenever we start making shirts, when I get the warehouse open, I'm going to send them to y'all. So y'all are going to get some merch and get some stuff because it's part of the game. I want y'all to feel, welcome here, because this is also a cool spot. Y'all getting to know me. And, but if I can I know I can interview the Texas Chainsaw gang. That would be so easy. So I'm going to try to get them too. But as I try to figure out who I am, and I want to be able to have my best foot forward so they know who I am too. Something that JDF saw in me that I didn't see at the time, but now I kind of see it. And I miss him, but in the sense that, like, that energy, that person that I can't be that. I'm not an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I'm only doing this because I have to. Like, if I wasn't doing this, I would just still be writing, and I'd still be doing all this kind of like just workouts. Basically, it's like I'm bodybuilding, but I'm not competing. And the only way you get paid is to compete in bodybuilding or to have a following. Well, let's have a following working out. But yeah, I wanted to bring you through the motions of what we're doing for the show, because I don't have to get the improv team. I just tell them what I want and they're doing it. So I think Addie and Nate Archer are going to do that. I think I might have confused them though. So I need to make sure I clarify, because I had somebody step in and then step out. And then I was, it gets real. It's not real until it's real. So it's not real till Friday from a week from now. But y'all want to live stream it too. So if I live stream it and y'all want to be part of it, I'll do it. I'll purchase y'all some tickets. I'll get y'all slide y'all in. I just got to talk to the theater. I'll ask them tonight and see what they say. and I just want to make sure I get that approved because I record the shows anyway, so we can go back and watch them. But if y'all want to live stream it, that's different. But we'll see. They'll probably say yes because they always tell me yes. But I want to make sure I give them good reasons to say yes. Oh, also, oh man, I gotta share something with y'all. I might have to go schedule an appointment. I have ear hair. It's too long, and I waxed my ear hair probably like 3 months ago, and it grew back thicker and hairier, so I can't really hear out of this ear. So it's funny. Like I'm like I gotta go spend $20 because I can shave it myself, but I'm like, let's do this. Let's go on a journey. So we have some more content to go, but I'm sharing that because it's a thing I'm learning as I'm getting older. I'm having to deal with now. So it's a maintenance on me. So maintenance on my body. So I'm like, okay, something like I can't hear it. And once I get that out now, you're gonna see blood next week. It looks like I'm gonna be able to hear the other one. Joke, just kidding, just kidding. I didn't want an open micer. Got bad jokes. Psh. But yeah, this is turning a lot. This is getting more and more fun. If I could, Miguel Nunez from Friday the 13th, I believe 5. I met him like 4 years ago or 3 years ago, and he gave me his personal number and he told me, "Hey, text me." And I text him, and so we got a little texting. But I was like, "Dude, this guy really wants to come on my show," and I didn't want to. I don't know, but he's a lot of energy. He's a lot of he's Joanna man. He's a Joanna man guy. He's very cool. Like I like the way he like. So I'm talking about these people I kind of when I was a kid liked watching their movies, and I remember watching him in like Carnosaur 2, I believe, and he plays DJ in the Street Fighter movie. So I always had these roles, but I always thought he was like a cool like just energy to watch. And then when you meet him, you're like, oh wow, he does have that. Those were just tuning in, and those that have been here. But talking about my character persona I'm making for the video store. We're gonna bring it to life. The 8 a.m., 9 a.m. is just kind of what I'm doing this show, and I want to say honestly, these next 3 shows might be my best 3 shows I'm gonna produce right now because one, I've caught fire in doing this. Two, I'm more confident in doing and delivering and fixing my mistakes. Three, I'm off of work. I don't have to go like complain about it. So I'm just focusing on this right now. I want to get all the podcasting done as fast as I can. I think I can, being the fact that we ended the podcast late, it kind of putting back a little bit on time, but I want to be able to say I can edit the podcast because it's simple right now. We're very modern. I think I can finish the podcast the day of, and we start launching May 22nd. The new podcast, Wait That Didn't Kill Me, and also I wrote the intro and I messed it up too because Ty didn't catch it, so he said what I wrote, so I said I was calling it That Didn't Kill You. So, but it's the other way around. So I'm learning to work on things. He's giving me leniency to work on things and get everything produced. And so I'm the producer on that show. We're not, it's just, we're barely figuring it out. And I think it's been anything. It's been helping me out. It's learning to take risks, because I'm meeting people that I'm like, I know. And I also like one of the guests we've had, I've known for a minute. Like she goes to the theater all the time. I see her perform and I hear her talk about all her movies, and I haven't been making any. Why haven't I been making any? Because I'm figuring out where to put them. I've been figuring out where I need to put my movies. It's like once you make a movie, if somebody buys your movie, it's their movie. Like I need to stress that. Like if I were to make a movie and Jared would be like, I'll give you $10 for that movie, and I say sure, and then it's actually a great movie, and you turn around and you flip it for $1,000,000, I can't do anything about that anymore. And let's say it becomes great in me, I don't have a say. It's just I sold it. I had this issue happen to me in 2013 selling scripts. I would still script somebody, and then they'd come back and they say like, I don't know. I took it more prideful that they weren't making the movie, but I was like, well, it's my name on it, so clearly the people just take your name off, but their name. They're like, hey, I'm a screenwriter. So it's like, oh wow, I didn't know that was a thing. So I'm like, well, I'll just do my own stuff. And then you start hearing stories about screenwriters who become filmmakers because they're tired of people stealing from them. So you have to kind of like prepare yourself. So I was like, I'll just be a better screenwriter and a better filmmaker. So I was also figuring out, what are we going to do? Can't just put it on YouTube if you get canceled. Can't just put it on, I don't want to always have a paywall with everything. But some stuff I'll be like, hey, let's do some stuff that only the people that are willing to pay, that so I can make a living, figure to do this more often. That's the whole thing. It's like you're not really begging. You're actually showing people how to, I'm convincing myself to say this, but how to show that, if you can't do it, I'll support you. It was also, that's what I thought my mindset was in 2022. I was just like, man, I can't do any movies right now with my kid. I can't do this with my kid and everything in my life. I can't do this. I'm trying to do this freelance thing. So I'll support movies. So I GoFunded or Indiegogo'd 5 movies. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, all right, if I can't make movies, I'll support you. I'll support you. So I got associate producing roles on 5 movies. And then I didn't think about this, but the next year, I got hit up by directors, and they're like, "Hey, man, if you're paying to be in movies, you want to pay to be in my movie?" And I said, "Sure." So I didn't even think about that. I got a little bit. My son was getting older. I could get a little bit more free time, so then I started paying to be in other people's movies, and I did that for about a year and a half. So I've been. If you go on my IMDb, I do have 4 or 5 movies that are recent, small bit roles. A Legend of the Chupacabra. That one, it's a Rob Mabry film. Stars my boy Sam Pierce. He works at the theater. I'm in that movie, and I might have 2 roles in that movie. We'll see. Oh, 2 cameos. No, I'm already running it, but I'm in that movie. And being on set and learning how people do things was one thing, but I was like, all right, I'll be more and more movies. And then this year, I got hit up again to be paid to be in people's movies, but I told myself I can't be paying to be in people's movies anymore if the movie's not going to be made or it's not going to go through, or because I had an issue last year with one of the movies. I paid a good amount of money to be in a movie, and I don't think it's ever going to be made. So I'm learning. You learn from the bad productions. So I also had to modernize myself with movies that hadn't been on a set in a minute. But I was thinking, like, what are people doing? People can really just rip your shit and steal it working. How do you have to protect yourself? Well, if you could only watch my stuff at the video store, then yeah, we're gonna do that. But also, I like to have it where, like, I didn't mean to turn it into a video store. I just watching Kevin Smith, watching Clerks 2, and just always doing the podcast with Ben Garrett, side by side movies, episode 7, Kevin Smith. We saw 2 movies on Kevin Smith, and we talked about them, Clerks 1 and Clerks 2, or Clerks and Clerks 2. And I got to know more about myself. The cool thing was they started doing the online meet and greets, so that's when I was like, all right, this is where I'm going to talk. This is where I'm gonna get some more backbone about how does this work? How does the view skew? What is this? I still need to reach out to Vincent. I've had all week, but I just don't know exactly. I've been writing my questions down. I got about 8 questions, and I think that's more than enough. But they're 8 week rant. I want generic questions that I can fill in, but I also want some specific stuff. So I did the interview. I got to post soon. I'll be posting this soon. I will. I will. I will. I don't think there is like the JDF and the Bruce Campbell interview. I don't think there's really any intro I need. I was trying to do like look at these people's movies, look at all this, but it's taking me too much. I think if I can put just their socials there and you can follow them, I think that's better than me just kind of doing this whole intro, because I'm overthinking it, overdoing it, I'm wasting too much time. And this show is really, hey dude, what you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? So my idea concept has been growing. Mr. Green's Video Central I literally took out a video store. I rented space because I thought we were going to be stuck pandemic wise again. So I was like, if I'm going to be stuck, I'm going to go back to my hometown and where it's cheap, where it used to be cheap, and go down and just kind of bury myself in this video store and bring it to life. La Abuelita is actually a short movie I have on my YouTube, and I want to bring that to life. I've been working on that one for a minute, but going to all these conventions, figuring all this path I got here, of anything. I keep bringing it up, talking about it because this is how we're gonna do it. And one day, we'll be able to look back and be like, "Whoa, we did it." Cool part is when I start meeting these people's comedians. I had a friend that I've been trying to work with, but she's growing up. She's growing. I'm growing up. She's blowing up as a comedian, like online, and I just couldn't keep up with her demand. And I feel bad, but I can write her and things. And she said she'd be in the movies, so I got to write her good things, good parts. But one time I was doing a podcast at her house or a stream, and she had this on the fridge, and I had to take a photo of it because I think it's so powerful. I think it's so important. Apply yourself. That's all you have to do. You just have to apply yourself. And this is what I'm doing, applying for jobs. Sure. But I need to make sure I'm applying myself. I need to make sure that I am, and I like that. I just have this in here once in a while. Just look at it. Apply yourself, apply yourself, apply yourself. Like, that's all you got to do. You got to go. Yeah, it's already late. It's already 50 minutes. Yeah, dude. I'll let you know how the weekend goes, Jer. Yeah, trying to build the story, build the characters. We're gonna have yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be what do you call it, amongst the people with the same mindset, people with the same ideas, and plus it's not too far from home, so I'll be able to bring it back and start working on it instantly. Because as soon as Saturday night hits, I'll be able to start editing a lot of stuff. This kind of sucks. I won't be able to be there the whole time, but it happens. I got life. Got things. We got a charity event on Sunday. I got to start promoting that before I leave. I'm gonna start talking about that. I'm gonna do a little short video. Just take about 30 minutes and just make a little voiceover video thing, and then we'll post it to YouTube and TikTok and whatnot, and IG. And yeah, that'll be fun. I play the sports jockey dude. That's what I'm calling myself. They don't know that. I told them that every practice, but that's where I'm going with that energy. Not really pompous, but if I have to pull the LeBron, if I have to, I'll do it. It's gonna be fun. It's a bunch of older dudes mixed with some young lads, young people, young blood, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this charity event goes. This it's like I said, it's comedy and it's basketball, two of my two favorite things. And why am I getting messages from work? Oh no, well check it out. No, I'm not. It's just a group message. But check this out. So while I was working today, I barely see. So it'd be another hour and a half before the truck. So a lot of the stuff too now after like OSHA training, I learned I got to stretch. So after the show, I immediately start stretching, and I work on myself because I got to for right now the time being. But it's cool. I got 3 jobs to apply for before I leave because I got to work on my website a little bit more. I'm just pushing everything forward and pushing what we've been doing. But we're hitting the end of the show, and I'm running out of gas. So everybody, thanks for hanging out. We got a cool weekend. Let's see who I get. Let's see who I hang out with. Hopefully, get some good interviews, and then we'll get started for next week because next week is going to be an important show because we're hitting day 21. It's important. Day 21 is very important. We got to get to day 21. We got 4 more days left. We got Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Wait, it's day 21. Wait, day 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So Tuesday's day 21. Oh yeah, because Wednesday's the week 4. So Tuesday's day 21 will be. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. We keep going. We're not done yet. We're not even halfway done. We're not even a quarter away. We're barely. The first quarter's about to end. 21 on the 21st or the 21st day. Yeah, and I do like that I have put the days of the show with the days of the week because it's just easier to connect the dots. But yeah, I'll let everybody go. I think I don't know if I got through what I was supposed to do today. I just kind of started riffing a little bit. My brain was creating all morning. So let's see real quick. Let me make sure I go over things. Yeah, I got an update I got stuff too. That one, I got it right here. And we could talk about it, but I got it like literally right here. But I have it in my hands. I just got to work on it. I just, we played yesterday, hang out. Oh, yesterday we had to go back to school PTA meeting, so I had to get inducted as one of the board members that nobody applied for. It's okay. I'm gonna do a good job. I'm gonna do my job. That's another thing I could add on my resume. Taking care of the community, taking care of my kids' school is important to me. So yeah, I mean, I'm getting really more confident doing this. I'm enjoying. I used to do My Manic Monday episodes with 0 people. Now I have 1, 2, and 3, 4 people coming in here. So this helps me out. I think I had like a streak of like, I don't know, like I felt like 7 episodes in a row where just people weren't in there. But it's okay because I got to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all we start with time what we can do. And if I stream every day for as long as it takes, it's great. But if it doesn't work out, we can go back and look. I can look like this is for me. I can go back and look and see where I need to make a change. See, hello? Okay, yeah. Sorry, sometimes, but I got to go back where I can make a change. I got to see also where I can strengthen myself, work on my weaknesses. This is what self, fixing your self image is all about. So I'll be the first to do this, and then when anybody needs help or needs encouragement or motivation, just come over here. Come talk to me. We'll do something. Figure it out. But I'm holding myself accountable for a lot of this stuff. Like next Friday, I have a show. I haven't even been promoting it till yesterday. So we're going to hit the hardwood promotions. We're going to get Electronico Fantastico. We're going to do a great show. And then be able to keep that coming in rotation. I want to do a sellout. We got to sell out. We got to pack the house. So we're going to do whatever we can to get that show going. And then, yeah, we'll figure out what we can we do this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I still gotta prep. I got a lot of prepping to do. So cleaning. I still gotta finish cleaning. So I'll see y'all later. I'm about to hit that 1 hour. And y'all take care, right? See you later. See you